I've been having nightmares, and lately a lot of I just been having like a lot of weird dreams about the end of the world, and I always see myself basically like the last person on earth. Like I can see like a lot of water coming towards me, and then I wake up. But with the news, there's always like a comet flying by, or there's gonna be an eruption of a volcano, and then with all these major Earth movements, and well, kind of with the Indonesia tsunami, the Indonesia tsunami was nothing compared to what's gonna happen when a real actual meteor will hit the Earth. It's going to be major. Every 1,000 years, there is a major meteor that strikes Earth. But every 37,000 years, um, for sure, a meteor hits, impacts the Earth, and causes catastrophic. It's like an atom bomb, like 10 times more, I think. I was reading a lot on this book about meteors and planet the moon, and so 37,000 years ago or so, because the book is made like saying that basically in the next 100 years there's going to be a major meteor that is going to wipe out an entire city, which could be New York. But of course, if that would happen, the earth would move, that it would have major earthquakes. I definitely think that um, if we don't get hit by an earthquake, I mean, by a meteor in the next 100 years, that there is definitely going to be a major natural disaster. Now, my prediction of the next natural disaster, and I'm not Nostradamus, but it is obvious that um, it probably gonna be, it's not gonna be in California, but I definitely think that the next major catastrophic event is going to be in Mexico City. See, if you don't understand the history of the world and how the world has evolved, um, then basically you don't know what I'm gonna say. But can you imagine building a city on top of a on top of pyramids? The pyramids are this big, and then river runs through, and then the Spaniards come and they build a city on top of it. So now you got another city over here. Do you like my measurements? So eventually, um, it. I mean, if you never been to Mexico City, when you go to Mexico City and you go to El Palacio Nacional and the National Palace and the major cathedral that was built in the 1600s, that same cathedral is the one that was built in Sevilla, Spain. Now, in Sevilla, Spain, was where Christopher Columbus was given authority by the Queen and the King to sail the ocean to find new land. Now, anyways, so when Mexico was the city, now where Mexico is basically constructed on top of a major city, and that's why they're always finding like pyramids in new cities. Well, they're always finding the top of those pyramids, and eventually what's going to happen is that the next major earthquake will be a very catastrophic one for Mexico City and I think that they're not going to be able to construct the city. So basically, because of the way of the future, and they're not going to demolish it and make a new one because it's stupid, because there's still a city underneath that city. And the buildings are all falling apart. It smells terrible. So I think that definitely what's going to happen is that once this happens, like decades later, they will leave everything like that because it's part of the world. Histories come and go. I mean, cities come and go. You know, like Greece, like there's a lot of cities that people don't. They're just ruins now, like in Rome, and Mexico City is gonna be the next city in ruins. But I think that this time that they might, I was just thinking it was one of my dreams that they will build bridges. Like if they build, the Brooklyn Bridge, which was inaugurated in 1883 in New York, and then the San Francisco Bridge and the Coronado Bridge, those are major bridges. I think that that's what they're going to be able to have, bridges that people can actually walk and see the city in ruins, because that would be the best bet. Um, of course, you know, I think crazy, so you are more than welcome to post a video response and tell me how crazy I am.